Get it.
Yeah. Determine who you are through the deposition. I said to myself, I'm on another mission. But I never understood all the force and tension. And the people tell me that I really am the latest witness. Yeah, it's once again. I had the greatest glory, but it really was a sin. I'm buried alive, feel like I'm buried alive. I'm stripped of everything.
Hi, my name is Sue, and Mo is behind the camera. Today we have Miss Holly with us. But anyway, we're here with Holly, and we're going to ask her a few questions about Prime. The first question we'd like to ask is, where are you from?
I am from Salem, Missouri.
Salem, Missouri.
It's not very big.
Not very big. It is not, but there is a Walmart there. If you don't mind, I know this is kind of, sometimes it's personal. I don't mind telling my age. I'm 49. How old are you?
35.
35. Do you have any kids?
I have 3 kids.
And you have 3 kids?
All boys.
All boys. Okay. And how are they doing right now? How do they feel about you being gone? Are they excited or?
Connor, my little 7-year-old's kind of excited, kind of sad. He doesn't know how to be.
Okay.
My 3-year-old just thinks mommy's at work forever and a day.
Okay.
And my 10-year-old just wants me to come home.
We do feel that because me and Mo both are, we're both married. We both have kids. Kids are still in school. Mine's probably the oldest one because I have a 16-year-old that's a senior in high school. Woo, woo, last year, praise God. So the next question is, how did you feel about leaving your family? How does it make you feel being here?
I like being here. My family's okay with it. They fully support me. And I'm fine with being here. It sucks when they're only 2 hours away.
Yeah.
And I can't go home.
Yeah. Yeah. So I mean, and we all get that as women leaving our kids. Any woman that's gonna leave their kid, we all know how it is. We're out here doing it. We have support at home, and that's always the plus. But we do understand.
If you don't have support, you shouldn't do it because you're not gonna like it.
Yeah. So that's a wise word. Have support. What was your motivation to come to Prime?
I need money.
Mm-hmm.
To run a farm, homestead, we're off grid. So people think that's glamorous. It ain't. It costs a lot. I mean, water coming in, electricity, and all that stuff. It's one never-ending bill.
Yes. So once again, it comes full circle. She's doing this for her family.
Yes.
And that's what most of us are out here doing this for. We're doing this for our family. And I mean, otherwise, I guess if they didn't pay us, we wouldn't be here. How was your experience being here so far?
It's been great. Kind of impatiently now waiting on a trainer, but I think I'm the only one that's not matched with a trainer so far in my class. Everyone else is matched.
Okay.
I think I did the test wrong.
Oh, okay.
And this is for a PSD trainer.
Yes.
Yes.
That's
PSD
okay.
trainer. That's when you don't have your CDL yet.
Yes.
Right.
It's definitely a process because we have PSD, we have also TNT trainers, so there is a process there. But other than that, it's been pretty smooth for you.
Yeah.
Other than just the whole waiting charade and everything,
Just
it's been
hurry up and wait. I don't like, but it's part of it.
Yeah. But you're still able to go to the
Yes.
pad and kind of learn some different things about your pre-trip and stuff like
Yes.
that as you wait. So that's
And
good.
they have some videos on Instagram and they have
Yes.
some videos on YouTube. With the Prime driver showing you
Okay.
a bunch of pre-trips. So
Do you think you made the right decision to come to Prime?
yes, I actually did my research in my trucking companies, and Prime is one of the ones that pay the most. They also have the most benefits, and they have a good driver, I guess, employee-employer relationship.
Okay, yes. Yes, and I think that's, like, as we always say, that's one of the reasons why we came out here, because for the women, it seems like they have a very, very good rapport with women coming out here. There's no like, oh, women can't do this. It's like, come, we want you here.
Most trucking companies deter women.
Yeah.
Like they see your name on an application, and when you get to the school, they're like treating you a whole lot different than the guys. And
Okay.
I'm sorry,
Yeah.
my gender does not make me who I am.
What do you expect to get from coming to Prime here at Prime? What do you expect to get?
Hopefully a CDL.
Okay. And that's what we come here for. is our CDL.
And then a really good paycheck.
Yeah. So, and the good thing about Prime is when you come here, a lot of companies, we did research too, and a lot of companies do not pay you while you're here training. They pretty much make you come and sit for about a month or so without any type of pay, but Prime gives you that little bit of cushion.
Most schools don't do the one-on-one training like Prime does. Like most schools, you know how we go out to the pad and we
Yes.
drive around that out there? That's
Yes.
all they do.
Oh, okay.
They have classroom training for about 3 days. Then they have 2 or 3 weeks straight of nothing but going out to a pad and backing up or driving around a lot.
Yes.
That's not enough to teach you anything.
Yes. Yes.
So
very different.
I'm very glad that Prime does it the way they do. I
Yeah.
mean, it might sound like BS for 50,000 miles if you're solo or 30,000 miles if you're a team.
Yes.
But it's good experience to have.
Yes.
Especially with someone there going, okay, well, you're doing this wrong. How about you switch it up and do this? Or, I don't know how to do this. Can you show me? Because I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah. And that's one of the things you guys have to know is that when you come to Prime, if you are a solo driver, you will come to Prime and you will do 50,000 miles in your TNT phase. Because we came and there was a program. I don't know if the program's forever, but when we came through, there was a program and you have to do 30,000 miles. Each teammate has to do 30,000 miles and then you can go on your own. And that's how me and Mo came in. So if you're out there and you decide to come solo, you know how many miles you have to do. If you want to come team, either you bring someone or they will put you on a list so that way that you can be a team, find a teammate out there. So,
Question for Holly.
Yes.
So when you got here, are you sleeping in your car, your truck, your vehicle? How are you eating?
I'm actually sleeping in a hotel, a really nice hotel. And I get a meal card. And as long as you stick within the limit on that meal card, you don't have to pay anything else. It's enough for a drink and a meal, 3 meals a day. I mean, they don't pay for snacks, of course. You want snacks by yourself, but other than that, I mean, it's a pretty good deal.
And you have your badge.
yes.
Have you been here long enough to have your money added to your badge?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, tell the people about that.
I got my badge on Wednesday when she told me to, as soon as I could, the next day, about Thursday around 12 o'clock, to go ahead and activate it. You just call this number. You already have $200 on it. The
That's a plus.
$200 isn't a paycheck. It is
Right.
a loan through
Yes.
Prime. But guys, it's $25 out of your paycheck a week.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's not bad. So I'm taking $200.
How far are you in your training? I mean, we might have went over this, but how far are you in your training so far?
Well, I've gone through orientation.
Mm-hmm.
Now I'm just waiting on the trainer.
Okay.
So every day we just go out there and pre-trip a truck. We do a little driving around the parking lot and we back it.
And you've been here how long? When did you start, or roughly around?
The 12th.
The 12th of October. What can you tell the viewers that are interested in coming to Prime? What would you tell them if they watch our video, and what would you say to them about coming to Prime?
Choose Prime. It is a really good program. I know personally about other trucking programs. They're not as well versed in their training methods. They're not going to teach you as much stuff as Prime does. It may seem like BS to do all this training and everything else, and everybody else can promise you a CDL in 3 weeks. Honey, that CDL in 3 weeks is going to get you killed. I mean, plain and simple. I mean, would you take a 16-year-old and hand him a car and be like, I'm not even going to, 15-year-old, hand him a car and be like, I'm not even going to train you, but like 2 weeks to drive this thing, and then I'm going to send you out in the real world in rush hour. So that's about what you're doing. And this thing can kill you and other people. So I would choose Prime because it's better training. They take care of you and you don't have to worry about your meals, where you're sleeping. So I would choose Prime.
But we want to thank her because Holly she knew us from the YouTube page.
Yeah.
So
tell
them about that.
I walked up to them in the lunchroom. I'm like, hey, are you SuMo? And they're like, what? I'm like, SuMo trucking.
Okay, so
she's like, yeah. I'm like, I just want to say hi.
Yeah, so this is how we met Holly, is through our videos. So this is why we're doing it, because we want people to be informed. We want people to know, like, this is why we're here at Prime. Thank you, Holly, again for being with us today. What do we want you to get? We want you to get your CDLs.
Come on. It's time to get it.
Yeah. Determine who you are through the deposition. I said to myself, I'm on another mission. But I never understood all the force and tension. And the people tell me that I really am the latest witness. Yeah, it's once again. I had the greatest glory, but it really was a sin. Ha, I'm buried alive, feel like I'm buried alive. I'm